All right, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. Were you scared off by gold and silver last week? Were you rethinking your commitment to Old Yella and the White Knight? Concerned about where things might go for them? Well, I'm here to let you know that short-term price swings to the south should be expected in any market. But the key to what I, just said in my last sentence was the word short term. I always say this, but you have to see the forest past the trees. Now, you have to know that we are currently in the middle of a gold and silver bull market, based on fundamentals such as weak and negative real interest rates, continuous money printing, and a trending down dollar and more. So in this video, we'll talk we'll take a look at both perspectives, the short term versus the long term. But first, if you're new to this channel, please hit that big red subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism right on out there to the masses to bring more people into precious metals. Okay, so we have a new one here from Kitco entitled Sentiment in Gold Market Shifting as Wall Street Bears Come Back. Dollar Strengthens. So let's get into it and see what Wall Street's thinking regarding the short-term outlook on gold. So let's get started. Sentiment in the gold market is starting to become a little muddled as the price remains trapped in a consolidation pattern, according to the latest Kitco News Weekly Gold Survey. Retail investors remain significantly bullish on gold in the near term. However, sentiment has shifted among Wall Street analysts after taking a week off. Gold bears were the biggest voting bloc in the latest results. However, although near-term sentiment has shifted in the gold space, many analysts see lower prices as buying opportunities. Here's a quote: "The fundamental moorings in the gold market remain strong," said Chris Vecchio, senior currency strategist at dailyfx.com. "I want gold prices to push lower so I can jump in and buy more," said Bill Baruch, president of Blue Line Futures. This week, 15 Wall Street professionals took part in the latest Kitco survey. Among the participants, 27% called for gold prices to rise. 9 analysts, or 40%, said they expect to see lower prices, and 5 voters, or 33%, were neutral on the precious metal. Meanwhile, sentiment among Main Street investors remains strongly bullish. A total of 1,263 votes were cast in an online Main Street poll. Of these, 738 respondents, or 58%, looked for gold to rise next week. Another 272, or 22%, said lower, while 253 voters, or 20%, were neutral. So here is the Kitco survey right here. As you can see, the bears are back 40%, whereas Main Street, we're always going to be feeling pretty good about gold in general. But, even in this, you find that, though firms may be bearish, they're happy because many are seeing this as an opportunity to get in on a flash sale. Recently, I told you guys that I got my last 2019 ASC last week because, I'm thinking more long term. And speaking of which, wealth managers are still bullish long term on gold. Check this out. Gold's rally may have paused, but the world's biggest wealth manager still thinks a 10% allocation to bullion is not a bad move right now. So let's get into it. Gold has been one of the biggest bull markets of 2020, hitting record highs and attracting record investment. The rally has slowed down in the last month, raising the question of whether investors should hold so much of it. But UBS, the world's biggest wealth manager, still thinks the precious metal can still form up to 10% of a diversified portfolio. Charles Day, private wealth advisor and senior portfolio manager at UBS Wealth Management, told Business Insider in an interview, "I do think the rally has paused over here But in terms of being diversified, with everything that has gone on, having a small allocation, maybe up to 10%, is not a bad move right now. He added, I think there is still room for that. They bought gold for the first time in about 10 years towards the end of last year when the price was below $1,600 an ounce. The price of gold is currently hovering around $1,929 per ounce. Last month, gold crossed $2,000 for the first time in history on the back of greater geopolitical tensions and a weaker dollar. It hit an all-time high of $2,063.68 on August 6th. We also had really low negative real interest rates around that time. But the rally has slowed down over the last month. Gold price closed at its lowest level in almost a week on Thursday at $1,930.30. Day's view reinforces gold is still a good hedge against a weak dollar. He added, it could be a good hedge with interest rates where they are, with the dollar where it is, and with the markets where they are. A weaker dollar is usually supportive for gold prices. This is because it makes it cheaper for non-US investors to buy bullion, which is quoted in US dollars. The Fed and central banks across the world have poured billions of dollars worth of stimulus to help economies ride out this issue. This drives down interest rates and yields and increases gold prices. So, as I stated at the top of this video, and similarly in this article here, the dollar, real interest rates, and massive money printing make it a no-brainer right now to start stacking gold and silver. I know they didn't mention silver in this article, but the monetary side of silver in recent weeks has really been flourishing in front of our eyes. So that's the difference, guys, between more of a short-term thinking of gold and silver, of saying, hey, it's going down, but there might be a buying opportunity here, and you have the long-term thinking of silver and gold where you're saying, hey, we got a buying opportunity here because things are still good fundamentally. Now, make sure you remember this in case you catch yourself, sitting back and thinking, man, the prices are dropping, gold and silver is so frustrating. I can't believe this. Anytime that you're making any kind of investment or with anything really, you got to expect prices to go down, and gold and silver is no different. So just to kind of get us realigned in our perspective here, I wanted to make this video, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion.